What's going on, Dolphin fans? Today is, well, my birthday, and all I'm asking for my birthday is that you guys go ahead and subscribe and turn on those notifications. That way you never miss a thing going on around Miami, whether it's news, whether it's rumors. We got you up to date, trades, free agency, a whole bunch of stuff. So hit that sub button for my birthday. Mitchell Renz from Chat Sports, and coming up here, I got a lot of really fun and entertaining rumors. We got trade rumors. We're going to be breaking down some moves that the Miami Dolphins should potentially make this offseason. And then we're going to be looking at some free agent quarterbacks that could be potential backups to Tua Tagovailoa. Wow, I'll say that a few times fast. But the first story and the biggest one, probably the reason why you clicked on this video, is a trade rumor around Christian McCaffrey. Could the Miami Dolphins go out and trade for star running back of the Carolina Panthers, Christian McCaffrey? Bleacher Report released an article titled, "The Ideal Offseason Trade Scenario for Every Single NFL Team." Now, I know a lot of times we've talked about the fact that the Dolphins, they need a main running back. Going out and getting a head coach like Mike McDaniel is probably going to implement a run-first style of offense. I can understand the want for somebody of the caliber of McCaffrey. Now, here's the issue. Obviously, you're going to have to go out and trade for him, and you're going to have to spend probably quite a bit of draft capital, and you're going to have to pay him a lot of money. So I understand the funness of having McCaffrey down in Miami. And here's what Bleacher Report had to say on why they ended up going with this move. New head coach Mike McDaniel is going to be expected to transform the Miami Dolphins offense. If he's going to do that, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a transformative talent like Christian McCaffrey. When healthy, McCaffrey is the league's most well-rounded back. The last time we saw him healthy, he had 116 catches for more than 1,000 yards and had 19 total touchdowns. Despite injuries that forced him to miss 10 games last season, he still averaged 4.5 yards per carry and 8.4 yards per target. That's a yard more than carry than Myles Gaskin and more than double his yards per target. The offensive line needs a lot of work, but that can be addressed through the draft and free agency. There are no options like McCaffrey through the draft or free agency. And I don't disagree with that, because I'll sit up here on the show and I think that Christian McCaffrey is a top 5 running back, and no disrespect to Myles Gaskin, Duke Johnson, Selvin Ahmad, Philip Lindsay, Malcolm Brown. I mean, they're just not McCaffrey, and there's really only maybe another back that I would say is as versatile. Put him up in that range of somebody like a Dalvin Cook if Saquon Barkley could stay healthy. Obviously, these guys like Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor are more tough-nosed running backs and can't catch the ball like McCaffrey can. But when this guy is healthy, yeah, there's absolutely no doubt he would help literally almost every single NFL team. So here's some of the other things that go into it, right? He has $44.8 million left on his contract, which $44.8 million, for a running back his caliber, not too bad. There have been some reports out there that the Panthers are at least willing to listen to some trade offers that come in. Now, personally, for me, the way that his contract works, I think if he's going to get traded, it could happen after June 1st. Though, if Miami really wants him, or if Carolina's like, dude, we got to get rid of this guy for the simple fact of all the injuries, then who knows? Maybe they go ahead and maybe they take a little bit extra or less. So what do you guys think here? Here's your opportunity to be the general manager. Should the Dolphins trade for Christian McCaffrey? I want you to go down in the comment section and type Y for yes, or you can type N for no. If you do go out and trade for him, you're going to have to give up at least a first-round pick, and it's quite a lot of money. However, I might go ahead and still type my N for no because the injuries do scare me. Now coming up here on today's show are 3 moves that the Miami Dolphins need to do. Now, any single time I do these shows, I try to find news, try to find rumors, and I found 3 offseason moves that the Dolphins need to do according to Clutch Points. I'll go ahead and I'll break all that stuff down for you in a sec, but before I do, anytime I find some awesome gear, I try to tell you all about it. So go to chatsports.com/DolphinsT. Maybe it's your birthday. Maybe you need some new Dolphins gear. If you go to that link below, you're going to get the t-shirt that's shown here. Its size is small, all the way up to 5XL for $24.99. They are going quickly, so if you see this and you want to get it, chatsports.com/DolphinsT. Now let's get into some of these Dolphins must-do this offseason. The first thing that Clutch Points mentions is you got to bring back Emmanuel Ogbah and bring back Mike Gesicki. Over the past 2 yeah, probably 2 seasons, Ogbah's been hands down the best edge rusher. And there's always going to be an NFL team that's looking for edge rush talent. I've been impressed the way that he's been able to impact this line, whether he's been a stand-up or a hand-in-the-dirt type of edge rusher. And I do agree you need to bring back Ogbah. You also need to be able to figure out a way to bring back Mike Gesicki. When you hired Frank Smith to be your offensive coordinator, he's had a lot of work with tight ends. And I'm not sitting here saying Gesicki is going to be the next, I don't know, what's his name for San Francisco? They're George Kittle. But Gesicki does have the ability to catch the football, and if he can improve just a little bit as a blocker, you could really see Mike being in that top 5 tight end conversation. The next thing that they brought up was going out and signing Terron Armstead. I love Terron Armstead. He's the top offensive tackle in this year's draft. The only thing that I've brought up, though, multiple times on his is Armstead probably wants to get paid like a premier left tackle in the league, which I totally understand. He's over 30 years old. And when you see a guy like Trent Williams making the money that he does, I would want that type of money if I'm Armstead. Though, the blind side to Tua isn't that left spot. It's on the right spot. So do you really want to go out and pay a left tackle all that money? And then the final thing that they brought up is draft a wide receiver in round 1. As it stands right now, the Miami Dolphins have the 29th overall pick in this year's draft. And the reason why they say that you should do this is because of all the solid wide receivers that there are, and maybe if a guy like Jameson Williams, Chris Olave, Jahad Dotson, Traylon Burks, Drake London, whoever that wide receiver is, Garrett Wilson, whoever is the guy that slides all the way down to 29 that maybe shouldn't slide that far is the guy that they should go out and get. So now here's your opportunity, all. What is the Dolphins' top priority this offseason? Do you think it's building that offensive line? Is it going out trading for a running back like Christian McCaffrey? Is it drafting a wide receiver in round 1? They got a lot of money. They got plenty of draft capital to do something. Let me know. What is the Dolphins' top priority this offseason? The next part of the show is going to be coming up here is 2 backup candidates. And I come on the show a lot. If you watch it, you know that I'm not too high on Tua. I think he is a good quarterback. I think he's okay. But I don't think he's ever going to live up to that number 5 overall pick that a lot of Dolphin fans were hoping for. The reason why I'm doing this show is because backup quarterback Jacoby Brissett, he's going to be a free agent. Now, if I was Mike McDaniel and I'm trying to implement this offense and I want to give Tua a lot of confidence that he's the guy, I'd try to go out and find a backup quarterback that wouldn't threaten him for the starting position. Now, I say that, and then the very first person coming up here is Mitch Trubisky. Personally, I think if you could go out and get Trubisky, make it a little bit of a quarterback battle. I was impressed by the way he looked in Buffalo. Obviously, he didn't play well with the Bears, but there's a part of me that wonders, was that Matt Nagy or was it actually Mitch Trubisky? Coming in here at number 2, all these quarterbacks I think are no doubt not as good as Tua, and you could put them as a backup. The reason why I have Marcus Mariota coming in here, throw him in for maybe 5 snaps a game, use him in the red zone, use him in some goal-to-go situations like the Raiders tried to do last season. At number 3, you just go ahead and bring back Jacoby Brissett. He doesn't know the offense, but he knows his teammates. He can be that glue guy. And the way that the Dolphins used Brissett this year was like 4th and inches. Instead of having Tua QB sneak it, they brought in Jacoby. It could be a cheap deal. I'm going to go with number 4 here, Chase Daniel, for the simple fact of the Dolphins' offensive coordinator was with the Chargers last season. Maybe you go ahead and bring somebody who might be able to help out Tua a little bit. And then the final name on here is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now, sure, there's going to be a lot of Dolphin fans out there that might pressure if Miami were to go ahead and make this move, like, hey, put Fitz in, he's better than Tua, we've already seen it. The only way I would make this move is if you tell Ryan Fitzpatrick, this is Tua's team, you're not going to play unless there's an injury, and we only want you to come in to help Tua learn this new playbook and to be that solid veteran that a young quarterback needs. So now is your opportunity, y'all. Who is going to be Tua's backup quarterback in 2022? Please go ahead, let me know down in the comments section. Now, if y'all made it this far in the video, I think we're doing something right around here. If you're like, man, I'm not going to subscribe just because it's your birthday. Well, how about this? Subscribe to this Dolphins channel. Let's get this bad boy to 21,000 subscribers. Whether it's news, whether it's rumors, we're also interactive, which I think makes us a lot different than a lot of other people. So before I leave, big old subscribe button underneath this video. If you are one of our loyal subs, take the link that you see below, youtube.com/DolphinsNews, send it to a friend, and hit that notification bell. That way, you never miss a thing. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you later on in the week.